Yo, what is going on YouTube? In today's video, I'm not doing a gameplay video, I'm actually doing a thumbnail video. So this is for like the people who are starting to do Warzone content but really don't know how to make thumbnails, like, you know, all the YouTubers like Swag, Jay Coogee, all of them. So this video is going to tell you exactly how to do that. First step in making a thumbnail is you're going to want to have Black Ops 6 or Warzone. Mainly, I do mine in Warzone because I make my content on Warzone and I do it on Rebirth Island. Before the video starts though, let me get a like and subscribe. I'm doing this for the free ski. You know, check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/fwcloudxz. You're going to want to head into interface. Then you're going to want to go to gameplay HUD. You're going to want to scroll down until you find weapon inspect attachment info. This basically shows like the information on what attachments you have on the gun when you're inspecting it. You're going to want to turn that off because it's going to mess with the thumbnail a lot. You're going to go pick the gun that you were making the video with. So let's just say I'm using the SOG for example. You're going to make a new build for it. I just go with what looks most appealing, and then I will go in here and basically inspect the gun. So you're going to double tap left D-pad. Well, you're going to want to hold it and then tap it. And this looks pretty good, to be honest. Yeah, we're going to use that. So we're going to want to go to, like I said, I'll play Rebirth. So I'm going to go to Resurgent Solos and I'm going to ready up. Okay. We are now inside the game. I'm going to go ahead and, yeah. I usually like to take my screenshots right here because it's more vibrant, the grass and stuff. So, like I said, I'm going to inspect the gun. And as I'm inspecting the gun, I'm going to spam print screen. The reason why I spam it is because I don't know if one is going to be a good thumbnail or not. And there's also people that do that. But anyway, I got the thumbnail now, so I can leave the game. Okay, now we're back at the main screen. We're actually going to close out of Warzone. And we're going to be using a free, I'd say off-brand Photoshop in today's video because it is completely free. I'm going to open up Google and I'm going to type in photo. Hold on. Why did it do that? Ooh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up Google Chrome on my computer. As I'm going to open up Google Chrome on my computer and I'm going to type in photokey.com. Or you just do photokey, I believe, and it should pop up right here. This is the first one that you're going to want to click on. You're going to create a new project. You're going to want to create a new project as well as click YouTube thumbnail. And then where it says DPI right here, you're going to make this 100 for the best quality thumbnail. And for the background, you're going to click transparent. Now I like to zoom in a little bit. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to find, I'll show this one here. You might have to refresh this, by the way, whenever you open it. It's in File Explorer and Gallery. That's where mine is, at least. And then I'm going to go through and I'm just going to look at them. And this is obviously not showing the gun good. You're going to want to pick one of them that shows the gun good, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I like this one because it's showing like the little hand gesture thing, which I think is lit. So I'm going to click edit. I'm using a double monitor. I'm on double monitor stuff, so I'm going to click. What I'm going to do is, because I'm on a double monitor screen, I want to make it to where it's 1920 by 1080, so I'm going to click this one right here. And I'm going to slide over to my picture, and I'm going to click save. We're going to just drag it. Easy, simple. Now, when you're done with that, you're going to want to right-click your picture that you just dropped in, your screenshot that you just dropped in. And after you right-click it, you're going to click rasterize. I think that's how you pronounce it. And after you do that, you're going to want to click this right here. This little, I don't even know what this is called. It's called Spot Healing Brush Tool. All right, once you're done rationalizing the photo, you're going to want to click this one right here. The little bandage looking thing with the plus sign. And what you want to do is, you're going to, this might be here for you or it may not. So If this is not here for you, then good, you can skip this part. It's not that big of a deal. If this is here though, all you're going to want to do is hold shift and right click and drag to the left or the right, and it'll make the circle bigger or smaller. And what you're want to do is you're going to want to basically just cover this up with left mouse button. Perfect. And if there's a little bit more, you know, like that's a little bit shown, all you gotta do is just erase more of it and it'll go away. Well, I'm gonna zoom in right here and try to like delete this little part right here. Perfect, perfect. Now this really doesn't matter right here because I'm going to be blurring the background. It varies from what you're gonna do. If you don't want the blurred background, then you're gonna have to do it perfect. And also on Call of Duty, you have these little numbers down here. You're also gonna want to do this, and it will delete it right away. And this is gonna be here for everybody, so make sure you erase this. Like I said, I do it on the grass because it's a surface that if it's messed up, it doesn't look bad. Okay, that should be the final part. Now, literally, it's all gone. It looks just like normal grass to me. Okay, now when you're done with that, you're going to want to click the pencil thing over here. The little do the edge, like before you outline the gun, please, please, please make sure you export PNG, and it's fine. You don't really got to name it. You just got to save it. And now what you're going to want to do is you're going to finish basically outlining the gun. Sorry about that. Forgot about it. Okay, now that I am done outlining the gun, I'm going to connect the two lines at the bottom here. I'm going to right click. I'm going to click make selection, and I'm going to click OK. This is going to make like a white and black outline of the gun. Then what you're going to do is you're going to click select at the top of the screen. You're going to click inverse, and you're going to click the delete button or backspace. After that, I'm going to go to File, Export As, PNG, and I'm going to rename it to what the gun name is, and this gun is the SOG, so I'm just going to save it as that. After that, I'm going to go into my File Explorer. I'm going to go to Downloads, and I'm going to click on my background. Make sure the background is highlighted over here, like a little white part. I'm going to click Filter, Blur, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a Gaussian blur. I'm not going to make it too blur, but I'm going to make it blur enough to where you're focused in on the weapon. And after that, I'm going to click Filter again. I'm going to click Camera Raw, and it's going to give me all sorts of things that I can do to the background. First off, I'm going to make it vibrant so it stands out more. I'm going to add the saturation to it so it's more colorful. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click clarity. I'm going to make it clarify a little bit so it's not dark. We're not done just yet with the background. We're going to go to image, adjustments, levels, and we're going to take this down until we like it where it's bright enough. And that's great. We are done with the background. That is it. Now you're going to want to customize the gun. Now the gun is very important. You're going to want to turn the... Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn up the texture to about 90. Next, we're going to go to image, adjustments. We're going to turn up the vibrance of the gun. And we're also going to make sure the levels where the dark isn't that dark. And you officially made a YouTube thumbnail. You're going to want to make sure it's under 2 megabytes because YouTube does not allow over 2 megabytes. So we're going to click File, Export As, PNG. Make sure it's PNG or else it'll look bad. Then I'm actually going to use this for my next thumbnail. I'm going to name it SOG Thumbnail, and it should save to your downloads. Now let me just clarify that it is, and it is. Now you learn how to make a YouTube thumbnail. If this is very helpful to you, please subscribe. I do this every single day. Warzone gameplays, I think I dropped, I believe I dropped 35 with the SOG earlier. So anyways, that's it for the video. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, and peace out.